Hi, I'm Laurie Dobson, and this is Island Update, Monday, May 18th, 2020. I'm on the island of Great Cranberry, and I'm listening to a robin who's been talking to me quite with a lot of energy, and he's got his tails moving around, or hers, and she's like, I've never really been talked to like that by a robin before. Maybe there's another one around, but it seems like it's looking right at me and from the apple tree. And since the other day when I posted about chickadees, I got an answer from someone about different chickadee calls. And I think now I'm getting some real energy from this robin. I never really had that experience before from a robin. And anyway, so maybe the birds are, there it goes. Maybe the birds are having a different experience of humans because of our change in our habits and our patterns, and maybe they're being more open towards us, more communicative. Maybe nature will be that way. I'm out here on my porch, and a couple days ago we went to get some flowers, Bob and I, and some beehive makings. So he's got his hive set up in the backyard, and I've set out some flowers and stuff ready to get planted. A couple things are in and organized and ready to go. And I have noticed that my dog died on the 13th. My mom and I are co-owners of a dog that died, a beloved lab, Piper. And my mom took care of her the last 6 years of her life, so it's a tough time for us. Sad, and I'm really feeling it. So, and Bob, who lived with her for 4 years before that with me. So I had her for 9 years. Bob was with me for 4 of those 9 years. Then my mom took our dog when we went in our sailboat and sailed down to live in the West Indies for 3 years. So, and then she kept her until this year. So Piper died. She was 15, well, almost 14 and a half, and she had a good life. But she has had some experiences, and I've written about them. She will never be forgotten. She's such a beloved dog. Such a good dog. Anyway, I could talk about that again, but it's time to move on in these videos. But I will say, moving on, moving into spring with the gusto that I usually have, it's been a little dampened, and it's also because I think being inside and feeling a little stressed this last couple of months with all this craziness with the COVID thing, that just dealing with all that has been an energy drain. So I just feel less energized than I would normally feel in the spring. And to counteract that, I've been doing walks. Bob and I have been walking daily with our dogs, and that has really helped. But we both have been feeling a little depressed about things, and that's natural. There's stuff going on that's pretty serious right now. However, it is as beautiful as it could be today. It's been a good stretch of beautiful weather, and things are just starting to be green again. The signs of life, that the shrubs that we've planted have not died. They are coming back. Winter can be kind of harsh here, but it's coming in, and and amazing what a day will do. The tree I talked about just opening up its flowers. The pear over there is just incredibly in bloom. I can't really see anything here, but anyway, signs of activity. It'll look great soon. And pots on the front porch. And I think that I wanted to just say that when you can see the porch is cleared from all that stuff. We put the beehives in the back. What's hard about being trying to find noteworthy things to talk about. It's not hard. I can talk about anything, but I want to make these videos as helpful as I can. And I just decided, rather than try to worry about picking topics and saying things that are going to be found to be so amazing and scintillating, I can't do that. If I have to do that, I think I'd probably stop doing them. What I've been encouraged by is just that some people have told me it's just nice to hear from me, and just nice to hear how one person's life is going day to day. And it's a unique perspective on an island because, it's got its own story there. So I don't have to create drama. It's here. It is here. And how people are with each other. I haven't been thrilled with the ways that the island has been. There's an effort. I will say that. And I think it's going to be okay, but we're all going to have to figure out how to breathe and show more love than we're used to. I think everything's been at a sort of stable place, but now when you have the lack of day trippers and you have the lack of renters coming in and the lack of seasonal people returning and the lack of things opening up, we're not going to have our Ladies' Aid fair this year. That's big. It's huge. And that's a real demotivator. I have an antique store I just opened last year. We're not going to get the traffic on the island for the consigners to have me do that. I mean, I can be in there, but I don't know that we're going to actually do anything. It won't make a lot of money. The Cranberry House is going to cut back on some of its entertaining. It's so things when things like that shift, it's kind of seismic here, more, and it's so odd. I'm looking at this beautiful picture in front of me. Here, you got to see this, okay? It's not going to look the same on camera. You just don't get the vividness in this thing, but I mean, it's getting now to where I feel like guilty that I'm here, and I've gotten here, by living through the winter, but that, whatever. Everyone deserves to be here that loves this place. And I read something somebody wrote today about just not being hardly able to bear being away, and they shared a Van Morrison song that I listened to. It was lovely. It was a neighbor of mine down the road. I never know if I'm supposed to tell people's names on this thing or not. People would be offended, so I just, that sort of thing. I'll just be circumspect about it. But anyway, I just appreciate that that there are contributions of what people say and do here that I can add to this video, and you can probably figure it out if you live here, but if not, it doesn't really matter. It's just that they're people, and we're going through it. It's harder on some of us than others. For example, it's harder on the snake that was over in the yard over there. It was about a 2-foot long snake, and my dogs ate half of the head off of it. So when I got to it, it was still alive and not happy. And there have been mice, and they're not happy. One got caught last night, half of its nose, still struggling to get out. Things are hurting my heart these days. Things that usually I'm fairly, it's tough for me, like spiders in the bed. Like I've had a lot of spiders inside lately. I'm just more sensitive, I think. And I guess that's okay. Flowers are comforting. I am. I guess this is what grief feels like, isn't it? I mean, just could talk about it the whole time here. I'm going 9.5 minutes talking about feeling sad, but in the midst of beauty and spring, I know summer is coming, and I have it in my heart. So how I'm going to just celebrate and get through, because also, I will admit, I'm always funny about my birthday coming up in 2 weeks. It's never good. And then my late husband died the day after my birthday, June 1st. So that's always a weird feeling too. Going on, that'll be 10 years. So another anniversary, I just realized. Oh gosh, there's so much stuff. we're all in it. We're all in the stuff. And how do we deal? Sometimes it's easier for some of us and we can help each other out. People have been amazing towards me and kind and loving. And I want to be there for my mom and help. It's hard to, because sometimes I think my way of feeling helped is to help others. And right now I'm how can I help myself? How can I be good to me? So, and be okay with that being what I do right now. And it's not, maybe it doesn't feel like it's enough. And there will be more things to do, always doing. But sometimes just being with how it feels and speaking truthfully to other people about it, that's got to matter too. So it's my time to do that right now. That's what I'm doing today, talking to you, and glad for the opportunity to do it. Glad that I can speak out there, not be afraid to say these things. And I think coming up more and more, people just speaking their truth, whatever it is, our concerns about all kinds of stuff that's going on that doesn't seem right. And still talking to each other and not talking around things, but trying to talk about things, I think helps. So I'm going to plant more plants, more flowers, put them in the ground, water them, watch them grow. That's my little act of subversion, conspiring with Mother Nature to make it look beautiful and joyous, no matter what's going on. I hope you guys find your own ways to celebrate life. Have a great day. Bye.